when I called VP of operations, and she said, well, I've heard the name before of your company. I think we're already doing business with, but you need to be speaking with XYZ.
Yep.
So I called the XYZ person. He's the lead packaging engineer for the company that has 3 plants. And I'm like, hey, so-and-so told me to give you a call. I just wanted to make sure, I know we're already doing business. Our companies are doing business. I just wanted to make sure my people are taking good care of you.
Okay.
And he immediately goes, well, not so well.
Okay.
So he gives me this entire situation, how a division out of Canada worked on a project, our company division out of Canada, and they screwed things up. At the end of the day, they couldn't deliver what they helped engineer. So I said, well, you know what? I'm here local. I can be in your office next week if that's what you need. Please give me a chance to course correct. You know, my job is to make sure that my teams and divisions are taking very good care of you, this facility and the rest of the others that you have across the country. So he is willing to give me a time of day.
Perfect.
Or scheduling a meeting. So when I go into that meeting, obviously my goal is to understand the entire company and what their issues and challenges and goals are. But do I also focus on this project that was messed up by my colleagues out of Canadian division?
Yeah, a little bit of both. Now, here's the thing. We're on the track of you clean up in aisle 5, right? And you're going to come in there with your mop and clean things up. But we have to quickly get you away from the mop and on to some new horizons, right? You want to sell them some more stuff. You want to get back in there. Here's what you need to hear, and so does everybody else. It's not how we screw up. It's not even how much we screw up in many cases. It's how we deal with it. So I want you, when you're talking to them, make sure that you're presenting yourself from a very senior level. 2 reasons. 1, you're going to have credibility. You're going to have authority. It's going to be a better conversation. Number 2, the more senior you are, the more he talks about, let's say it's Chris Thompson that you're meeting with, the more Chris Thompson talks about, well, this was messed up, this was screwed up, and the R246 should have been an R247. You can go, perfect, great input. Let me get this back to my people. I'll have an answer for you here by next Tuesday, right? When you come in from a lower level, they expect you to have all the answers. When you come in from a higher level, they expect you to have people, right? So let's talk. Hey, first and foremost, before we get started, I want to make sure that we're on track. Here's what I've been doing so far as the issue that we had there. And what's most important to you, and write it down, pull it back to you. Hey, one other thing now that I'm thinking about it, then you just go right into your insight. Something that every operations manager that's dealing with packaging is having to deal with right now that nobody is talking about is XYZ and ABC. How are you guys dealing with that? And by the way, that's just not me saying this is my sales coaching and it works, which it does. I have literally, unskillfully the other person was, I sounded like Yoda there, unskillfully they was, but I have literally bought so much stuff in my life from people that I was like, I'm so pissed off, I'm canceling. And then we have a great conversation, and maybe without training, they organically get to what are you doing with this? And I went into the meeting thinking, man, if they don't fix this, they're fired. And I left the meeting going, I think I have a better handle on why that was screwed up. I'm going to give them some grace on that. I think we found a happy medium there. Oh man, and I signed up another 35 people on the new platform because they're already there talking to me, right? Like, you have to realize you don't have to have a conversation about a problem, solve the problem, and then have a conversation about an opportunity. Those are not 3 separate conversations. Those could be all one conversation. Here's my understanding of the problem. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Man, does that match what you guys need? Absolutely. Did I miss anything? No, I mean, it's just, and they start to make the problem easier. Right? No, it's just this and this. And I realize we're overreacting. No. If we could just get that fixed before next billing cycle. Awesome. Let me get with my people. I'll have a confirmation on that for you by Friday. Hey, I was thinking about, in terms of your XYZ and ABC, something that's going on that nobody's talking about. There's a brand new regulation that's going to allow you guys to run those 24/7, thus increasing top line revenue. How are you guys dealing with that, making sure that you're maximizing the opportunity with the blah, blah, blah? I didn't really think about it. Does it make sense for me to get a proposal over to help you guys with that? Sure, right? And now it's like, we don't even think this is possible, okay? I'm not going to say the name of the company. David L. I won't even say his last name. You and I, we won't say the name of the company. You and I both have worked for, I believe, the same company. It's 3 letters. I believe we've both worked there in our past. That company, we won't say the name of the company, but that company is notorious for screwing stuff up. But then you still sell stuff. Like, we just have to have that confidence that, like, it's just a bump in the road. Fix it. You don't even have to fix it. Let them know what the plan is for resolution, and then say, you know what, now that I'm here, another thing I wanted to make sure that I'm bringing to your attention is X, Y, Z, and ABC. How are you guys dealing with that? You'll find you'll just glide right into a whole new opportunity, to the point where it's almost an advantage to have a few little things get screwed up. Because if nothing ever gets screwed up, there's no reason to talk about it. Like, never let a good, who was that person? Maybe it was an evil, diabolical political analyst. I don't know. Somebody's famous for saying never let a good crisis go to waste. They're right.
Quick comment on that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sales training at that company that we can't say the name of.
Yes.
They talked about how steaks, they had fat left on them, and a lot of other competitors were cutting off the fat in the back.
Yeah.
They left the fat on and they cut it in front of the customers
to show them. Yeah.
Showmanship, right?
Yeah. Yeah. We're not as bad off as we are. And here's what I want you to understand. You don't have to solve the problem. I'm not saying don't solve the problem. You don't have to wait. This is not sequential. You don't have to wait for that problem to be solved, for them to confirm that they're happy, for you to try and sell them something else. Same reason why my good friend Kim was wasted at the club we're members to, because it took an hour and a half for her to get her sandwich. The meantime, the server, who did a horrible job, he never put in the order. He was like, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. He kept selling her glasses of wine. She had 5 of them before they all realized her sandwich was never made. You can still sell them some wine, but don't be like that person. Make sure to actually get the sandwich going, but you can bring something else up in there, if that makes sense.
Hey, Matt.
Yo.
What's the nicest thing you've done for salespeople?
The nicest thing I've done for salespeople, I think we should do it right now. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give them the closing mini masterclass. It's normally $300. You're going to cover the cost. It's coming out of your pocket. Heather's going to cover all the cost for you. I want you to click the link here. I will get you the closing mini masterclass. You're going to close more deals. You're going to make more money. You're going to have more fun. Things are going to be great for you. And she's picking up the tab. You're welcome. She's picking up the tab. Click the link. I'll see you on the other side.